Hello everyone, my name is Medina Oyetele from the Redefine Teachers Academy. So welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step on how to actually design a cover page for your podcast. So please believe that if you're watching this tutorial, you're just starting out on your podcast journey and or you actually need help in terms of being able to design something very simple for your podcast, at least for a starter. Okay, so we are going through this and I've clicked podcast thumbnail. The reason is that you don't want to pick any type of flyer or any other graphic dimension because each social media platform has its own dimension. Dimension is by like this size or this size. Okay. So if you click on template, for example, you see that there are different categories. And so any one that you want to use, so just click there and you have a dimension for it. So for the purpose of this tutorial, we're not going to take much of our time. So let's just pick one. I'll pick this as a starter. And that's what we're going to work with. You can either start from the scratch. So let's work with this template first, then see how we can start from the scratch. So we have this. From this cover page, we have an idea of what the podcast is all about. Okay, so that's one of the things that you also need to take note of. Making your podcast name very catchy and simple for people to remember, nothing too complicated. Then the cover page should be as simple as possible. Your name, the name of your podcast, and of course, if you have any element of photo that you would like to add, and your own picture. So we're going to start with this one. So we go from the name here, where I just edit to my name, so Medina Oyedele. Okay, so you can stretch out here, stretch out. You can use the font. Okay, so highlight here, and if you have any particular font number in mind, just highlight that number also and click it and it will just take it. Okay, so we have the font number at the font size at 50. Okay, alternatively you can click on either decrease or increase, but I think the simplest one is just highlight then click the font size. So now we have a name. Because my own podcast does not have anything to do with coffee, I'm going to click on this background. So just click on the background and come to photo. So you have a photo. I have a lot of them. Okay, so I'm using this as my element. I'll use this as my element. Okay, so it just says it can save in any dimension. So let me bring my name out. This size first. Then I'll put this here. Another thing to note is this red line. These red lines that you're seeing here. That's the limit where the image is to stop. If it goes outside that place, it will not reflect. Okay, so that's the dimension limit that you have to also manage. So I put this, let's see, let me have my name somewhere here first. I need to reduce this because it's conflicting with my, with my name. So I just have it here as an element actually, just to show that it's a podcast. Okay, so I have it here. If you don't have downloaded pictures, you can come here. You can come here and type podcast. Just type podcast and see what we're going to have. Yeah, so you have templates to choose from. Okay, great. So you have this one that is paid. This one is paid. Anytime you have this crown icon, you know it's paid. So this is also paid. So you can choose which your podcast has anything to do at all with you. I think this one will be okay. But for now, I'm just picking the one I've downloaded before. Then I'm picking my name. I'm adjusting it a little bit. Let's see if I can adjust to the center. Okay, I think I'll leave it there. Then you click on the background. because my podcast is French, French, I have two podcasts, French and the Really Fine Teachers Academy podcast. So I'm not going to use this background. So let me say I'm taking my French. So I just type French here. And to bring up an icon, okay, great. So we have different icons. You see the pictures under, just come here and say, okay. So I'll just choose one. That works for me. So we do a cell that's plain off. Okay, let me just take the flag. Let me take the flag. If I'm going to use the flag, should I use the flag? I'm taking the flag off. Let me click the background off. Then I delete. Okay, let me go back and see what I did there. I click on the background, right? Then I come to this, I delete. Or alternatively, click on the background. I'm using my laptop, so click on the background and click back to delete. The reason is that I want to pick my color, I want to pick my brand color, and of course because my podcast has something to do with French, I'm just going to stay here and click on this color bar. Okay, so I'm picking a background. Let me pick blue and see. Okay, great. Because of my podcast and because it has something to do with French, that's why I'm picking this space. Okay, so I have the blue background. You pick any color that suits you. If I click on this, it changes. If I click on this, it changes. Click on this, it changes. On this. Okay, so hope you get the idea. Alternatively, you can come to this plus sign here. And move this dot like this, like this. Or if you actually have the color code of your brand in mind, often you can remember it, you just put it here. I don't have. I have it set already, so I just set. So we have the color, we have the background color, we have the name, we have an icon that shows that this is a podcast. Now the next thing is to get my picture. Let me go to upload because I've uploaded it before. If you have not uploaded your picture before, so you just come to upload media. Let me show you upload media. To click on upload media, it will ask you where exactly is the picture that you want to upload. So if it's on your device, you're using your phone or your laptop, if the picture is there, so just click on device to store into just click, or into Google Drive, just click. But for mine, I have it already set up here because this is long time ago. So I'm just going to go back. Let me go back. Another secret to getting the right picture for this is to actually remove the background of your picture before using it so that it will look a little bit professional. Okay, so this picture here, if you look at it, it doesn't have any background. I've removed the background from removebg.com. Okay, that's the platform where you can put your picture and remove the background. Okay, so I have my background removed. You can see that it's fitting perfectly to the background, but again the color is just to blend in with my jacket. So let me pick white for it. That's not simple. Red is just perfect. I don't know. Okay, so let's see yellow. Yellow is yellow, good. But I need something that would depict a little bit of what I stand for. So I'm picking, let's see, ash. Okay, so ash color is good. Now we say we have to change the name, the color of the name. So I highlight the name and change the color from this area. I just change to something that will reflect, okay, that will reflect on the cover and the background color. Because when you're using color, when you're using two colors, one multiplies the other one light. You can't use two colors. It just doesn't fit well. Okay, another thing I want to do is to reduce this. I want to reduce my picture and bring it to the center here. Okay, bring it to the center. Okay, so another thing you want to do is to write the name of your podcast now. Come to text, and you choose any font that you want. You can later edit it to anyone that you want. Either you write it automatically here if you have any font in mind, any text font, or you wait for it to come up and you just pick anyone that fits what you want to do. Okay, now we have it. So I usually use this one because it's bigger. Then I can actually edit it to what I want to do. So we have it already. So that would be user friend, with Medina. This is my first podcast. Okay. I think that's why the name just got to my head. There is another one for the Redefined Teachers Academy, so I'm just going to stay with this since we started working with it. Another element that you can make use of here is this cardinal icon. You can use it to move text around, okay? Then you can use this one to on. Okay, so that's just to show you why you have to know this element here. So now I have the name. The font name is the big. So I'll start with this one first. Reduce Medina. So I have some six now as the font size. Then I have my name on there. Okay. The reason I'm bringing most of these things to the center is at the end of the day, sometimes when you upload, if you don't align them very well, it's like giving you issue to actually show. It might not show properly or one part is cut off. Okay, so I need to highlight this different Medina and choose the font type. So I come here. So make it funky. Don't make it too serious. So that you can catch fun even while you're teaching. So you can choose any font that you want here and let that be probably your own brand font, so that when people see the font, see your name, they will know that this is you, or this is your brand. So another thing is you can just go down this part and pick all the other fonts that you want. I'm trying to see if I can get a better one that yes, I have. I like fonts that are somehow funky because I don't want my class to be serious. So I'm trying to see if I can find a font that is funky. I have Allura in my mind, so I can type Allura here. Allura is loading. If it doesn't load, then I'll have to okay. Allura is here. So this font automatically, you can see it has changed to Allura. But it's not too deep for me, so I'm just going to go back to the usual font. Let's use Atom, for example. Atom is deep. It's a deep font that is usually used for different social media platforms. It's one of the most popular fonts. Okay, so we have Atom. So let's use Atom and see what we have. From Atom, okay, so this is what we have. Another thing that you can actually try out is to come to background. Okay, background is totally different from the one we did earlier where you have to choose the color. So here you come to background, you have different backgrounds that you can use, but just make sure that it's not too serious or not too distracting. So let's see what this brings out for us. Okay, okay, do you see now? Just click on the background and it will bring up to just reflect directly on the cover page. Another one, just scroll down and choose, scroll down to, scroll down to, scroll down to, and you have it. So while this is just, this is it. Another thing you can actually do, which I like doing, I play around a lot when I'm on Canva. I don't know. Okay, well, then just leave. I don't want to leave this. I don't want to leave this. I don't want to leave this at all. Okay, so I'll stick with this one like this. But my colors are coming somehow confusing. So let me just change this one back to blue. Let me change it. No, 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 not too, not too. I undo. So I click on the font, on the text, and I come to this text here, and I change my color. Okay, so that's how we have it. Many conflicting colors. So just stick with at least two colors, one bright one deep one to start with. Okay, then another thing I want to show you before we call it a day is this animate. Animate. If you were actually okay, you've seen the first one. Okay, okay, can you see? Well, great ones, right? And the interesting thing with Canva is that all these elements are free. I've been using Canva now for like a year plus, and I've never upgraded to Pro, but I think I'm thinking of upgrading. Okay, so this is it. If I don't want to apply anyone, I will not pick anyone. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Another way you can have filter. Do we have any filter? If you want to filter the background, but I think just keep it very, very simple as possible. Let's look at effects. What can you use effects for on your cover page? You know, it's just good to explore these things so that you see what it is. But again, from what you have here, you already have your cover page ready. I'm just trying to take you through a little bit of this before we call it a wrap on this tutorial. So we have for the effects, this is actually paid. This is the way you can actually remove the background of your image on Canva, but it's for Pro. I'm not on Pro, so that's why I usually go to removevg.com before I'll put the picture there. Then I will actually bring it back after I've removed the background. Okay, so you have it here, but I'm thinking we should just stick with this that we have already. So we already have our cover page ready. Okay, so keep it simple for a starter so that you are not distracting your audience. Another way is if I click this add page here, I'm having an additional page. And just like we walk through the other one, you can also walk through this one by just clicking. Let's choose our brand color first. Click on the background. We choose a color. Then we come to picture. We upload our picture. We come to text. You write your name. You write your name, Medina. You move it. So this one, I'm taking you through this as if you're starting from the scratch. It's not even you're actually starting from the scratch. So this is the same thing. Remember what we did? We reduced the font. I used 26 earlier. So we reduce the font size 26.5. Okay. Then we pick an icon from here, from elements. Elements here. So if you pick any element, or you can start to choose from your upload depending on what you have. If you have already uploaded, fine. If you have not, then you just go and upload the picture and put it there. One pick some elements. This is taking a little time. Okay, so let me go from the upload. From the upload already. Oh, welcome back. I was cut off. Okay, so just like we started doing, so you just have either you have the upload here. Let me see if I have the podcast elements that I'll be thinking of using. The podcast elements, or you just photo, come to photo. Okay, I have my picture here. So I just put the element, put it somewhere that can be obvious. Remember not to cross the bar, not to cross the bar. Okay, so you put it somewhere that can be obvious. Then you come to text again and write your podcast name. Put that somewhere here. So let's write Easy French, Easy French with Medina. It depends on the way you want to write it. This bit I could have just written it as W then slash. I could have it as this, as W then slash it. Sorry, slash. Okay, adjust. Okay, then I can choose my font, any font that I want. I chose Anton earlier. You can make it funky, like I said. You can choose handwriting. If you choose handwriting, you have options of other fonts that are in handwriting form. Let's choose Beth Ellen. Beth Ellen will give us a different outlook entirely. Okay, depending on, oh, great. So I think I like this. Not used this before. Okay, so I like this. So here we are. You are, let me change this to capital letter. So easy French to capital letter. At the end of the day, just make your cover page, play around it, and make your cover page attractive to your audience, because you are not the one that is listening to the podcast. You're actually making it for them. So have them at the back of your mind anytime you're creating anything at all. So am done. I'm done with this. So the first part we looked at is to actually edit a template. Okay. The second part we looked at is to actually, start from the scratch. It's just as simple as it gets. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it helps you design something very cute, lovely, and catchy. Once again, I'm Medina Teodele from the Redefine Teachers Academy. This is me saying best of luck, and till I come again in another tutorial, stay tuned and grow.